Welcome, Black with No Chaser family. I'm Tyson Jackson, co-founder, chief digital officer, chief operating officer of Black with No Chaser. I am happy to be here with brother Justin Faust, who is a consultant with American Values 2024 PAC, who is representing or speaking on behalf of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is running for president of the United States of America on the Democratic Party. Democrat, is that correct?
He is running as a Democrat.
Justin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
So my main role with the PAC, I'm a consultant, and the PAC is dedicated to restoring the soul of democracy to America, taking on corporate interests, and just restoring the Democratic Party to its original values.
Okay. When you talk about those original values, what are some of those original values?
Well, the main value that I like to focus on is doing things for the people. I mean, as a political party, your main job is to take on the interests of the people you represent, not corporate interests, not big Wall Street, not tech, not pharma. They are here to work for us.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the things that I talk about often. I'm a big proponent of democracy, true democracy, if you will. And democracy means that we have options and we choose together, right?
Yes.
So I think that it's important to have someone else in the field, especially we're looking at 2024 right now, who voters should be able to say, okay, is it A or is it B that I want to go with? Even though I think that, the way that things are ran in the system, if you will, things may go one way based off of just kind of how standards have been, but I think that we are supposed to challenge status quo and move forward. I think that for myself, but I want to hear a little bit more about, I know you represent Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and I don't know a lot about him as a candidate. I've seen a couple things, so I'm just not necessarily 100% like, okay, I think he's the right person. So I said, it's great to talk to you, to hear a little bit more about why he may be the person we should vote for.
Well, I mean, if you look at his pedigree and you look at his history, he's a natural fighter. He's been in the space for years and years and years. He's taken on polluters. He cleaned up the Hudson pretty much single-handedly, and he's a litigator. So what he does is he sued different places for over $5 billion that he's won just to clean up the environment. Now, he has really, really big plans to restore and repair America. So, I mean, what we've been getting under a Biden presidency is crazy gas prices. Gas prices are almost up 3x. Inflation is going crazy. We have foreign wars that we're in. We're spending triple-digit billions of dollars. He wants to bring that money back here. He wants to help out America. He wants to restore America. He wants to rebuild.
Now, when I hear you say that, I say, okay, yeah, that's happened under Biden, but that also happened under Trump, that happened under Obama, that happened under Bush before that happened under Clinton. So under every president since I've been born, a lot of the same things have happened. We've always been in some kind of conflict or war. We're always spending billions of dollars on that. Gas prices have continued to just go up and go up and go up and go up. I mean, we've had some lows sometimes. I remember it went down to like $1.18 or something like that, real crazy, and I was buying a whole bunch of gas at that point in time. But it went back up. So I look at some of that stuff as just kind of par for course. Mm-hmm. How is Robert F. Kennedy going to change that?
Well, what he's going to do, basically, like I said, he's going to get us out of foreign wars. That's number one on his agenda, is ending all these follies we have throughout the world. We have almost 1,000 military bases throughout the world. We're paying to keep these bases afloat. You got people in Hawaii who just lost everything, and we barely had any money for them, but we have billions for Ukraine. So his main goal is America. He wants to help out the people here. He wants to follow in the legacy of his father and uncle. That's ultimately what he wants to do.
And that sounds really good. So what tangible things, what should we know about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to let us know that he's prepared for this? What kind of tangible experience has he had in this? Because I know you can come from litigation. You can come from that lane of being an attorney, a lawyer, and then move into politics, which most of our politicians are attorneys. But we also know that litigating is something totally different. But not just litigating on one side. I mean, not litigating, but legislating is totally different from litigating. But not just legislating, leading. How do we know he's a leader prepared for that? I mean, I think that one thing that we had under Trump, was a lack of leadership, a void of leadership. I'm not going to say that Biden's not a leader. I think that he's a leader. He's leading the Democratic Party right now. I might not, me personally, might not be happy or satisfied with the way things are going, especially for us as black people. And I want to make sure that whoever we're going into next, whoever we have next, will have that as a priority, but also as a leader. What things that Robert F. Kennedy Jr., how do we know he's a leader prepared?
Well, you know what he wants to do? He wants to heal the divide. There's obviously a divide in the country between the two parties where we can't get anything done, even if it benefits the people. So one of his main things is to heal the divide, heal the racial divide, and redress things that have happened in the past. Now, I know you probably ask, well, how's he going to do that? So he has a plan. By getting us out of these foreign wars, he's going to take on income inequality, wealth inequality, education, infant mortality rate. He's going to try to raise the home ownership for black people. He's going to take on mass incarceration, health, life expectancy. These are the number one things on his platform, especially when it comes to our community. Now, he also has spoken about reparations. And reparations is a really big thing when it comes down to us. And that's something that he is the only candidate that's even addressed.
That is true. I haven't heard that from any other candidate.
Yes, he has specifically addressed the black community. He specifically acknowledged that we deserve reparations. And that's one of the main things on this platform when it comes to our community.
Well, let me ask you this. Are those talking points? Or is that who he is? Because everybody, not everybody's saying reparations, right? And when we hear reparations, we talk about it, it sounds really good, but are those just talking points for him? What kind of things do we know? This is his history, this is who he is, and when he gets in, he's going to continue that. If it sounds good at one time, for us as black people, everybody panders to us. It's been said, you can't win without getting the black vote, or you have to totally isolate us out. Either one way or another is the only way that you're going to win. But you know that for a Democratic ticket, you have to have the black vote. Mm-hmm. We can't afford to just give our vote to someone based off of talking.
And I agree with that.
So tell me about him and what he's done to make this thing. And I know we got to wrap up. But
well, he's a character guy.
Okay.
A lot of he's one of the only presidential candidates. He probably is the only presidential candidate that has run his platform on not smearing and not lying. He's not going to say something that he's not going to do or that he doesn't plan to do. So when it comes to him, I would say he's unlike any other politician where you could actually believe the things he puts forward are things that he actually believes in. And that's why he doesn't overpromise. A lot of people tell you they're going to do this day one and they don't do it. Everything that he's actually said, you can get through Congress, you can get passed in a fair, legal way. He's not going to go and do a bunch of executive orders. He's going to make sure it gets through correctly.
Well, appreciate learning about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Appreciate talking to you, Brother Justin Faust. This has been a great time. Really appreciate everything that we got this information. Tell us how we can connect with yourself or Robert F. Kennedy and how we can move forward.
That's awesome. Well, we have the campaign website and we have the Super PAC website. The Super PAC website is AmericanValues2024.org and the campaign website is Kennedy24.com. And I'm easy to reach right through the PAC on email. I'm on socials. So it's very easy to get in contact with me. If anyone wants to put forth an idea or they want to run something by us, we're always open to ideas and we really want to change America. That's our main thing.
All right. Thank you very much, brother.
Anytime.